A California entrepreneur is helping shed light on the history of Tulsa's Greenwood district through a board game. It's called Black Wall Street, the board game. Devon Travell is the creator, and he joins us this morning to talk about it and the inspiration behind it. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Leanne and Dave. I appreciate it.
Now, you aren't from Tulsa. However, this was something obviously that was important to you. Share with us about this board game and how it came to be.
Yes, I've been working in education for a few years now, and in 2016, I had the privilege of supporting this camp called the Village Nation Uni Camp. And at this camp, we take Black and brown youth from the LA area, the Riverside area, up to a residential camp for a week. No internet, no TV. It's just us and the students teaching them about identity and financial literacy. And in that camp, none of the middle school students or the high school students out here in California knew about the history of Tulsa's Black Wall Street. So the game really started off with, how can I take the information that I know, that I've read from books, that I've seen in documentaries, how can I put that information into something that kids will actually play and be able to learn from? And that's where Black Wall Street, the board game, really got inspired.
So would you say this board game, is it like Monopoly?
It is similar to our competitors at Monopoly. The main differences are Monopoly is really focused on real estate, while this game, while you're going around the board, you're landing on real historic businesses from Tulsa's Greenwood, like Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Salon, William Dreamland Theater, Booker T. Washington High School, which is still there today. And you're able to invest in those businesses to take them from being a sole proprietor to a limited liability company up to a corporation. So it's really focused on entrepreneurship and business structure instead of real estate.
So as they're playing the game, they can pay money to use that service, or they can invest by buying it?
That's correct, Leanne.
Nice.
We want our players to, actively make that decision on, are you going to be a customer today, or are you going to be an owner today? And it's fun seeing the kids and family members make that active decision while they play.
I understand that you got to visit Tulsa during the centennial, and did you also get to meet with some of the survivors? What was that like?
We did. That was just a huge honor and a surreal moment for myself and the team. We did get to meet Miss Mother Fletcher, Uncle Red, as well as some of their descendants. And we were able to also create a partnership to where they get 35% of all of the proceeds from the shirts that we sell, as well as some future things that we're working on as well. But it was just a huge honor to be able to create the game and then meet the people, right? The legacy that really lived that experience, and even learn a little bit more stories from them as well.
Well, and I think obviously you're created this board game to put a location, an actual, having been there to get to see the street itself, to know that, and to walk down the road and know that this is where this all took place. That had to give you I don't know, just it makes me kind of shiver a little bit, because it's the reality of, this is the board game, but this is the reality of it.
Exactly. It's a real out-of-body experience when our team was able to visit. We did get a full tour of the Greenwood district, and even walk down Greenwood Avenue past where Greenwood used to be built. The Greenwood Black Chamber of Commerce was able to give us that tour with Terry Backus, and it was just completely surreal, Leanne and Dave, just completely surreal to be there in Tulsa, in Greenwood, and really soaking.
That's wonderful. Tell us kind of where you see your game fitting into curriculum, to schools as we move forward.
Yeah, so out here in California, we're already starting to work with some schools and school districts to really try to use the game as a tool to inspire kids to learn more about history, but also finances. Unfortunately, in K through 12, we don't dive deep into entrepreneurship and financial literacy. So we're really trying to have the game be that tool to help students start to learn about entrepreneurship as early as 6th grade, and really diving deep into it when they get into high school. So that is our... Go ahead, Leanne.
Tell folks where they are able to access it if they want to get one of these.
Yes, if you're in Tulsa locally, you can go to the Greenwood Rising Historical Center. They do have some games on hand there. But if you're not in Tulsa, or if you want the game shipped delivered right to you, you can go to playblackwallstreet.com to learn more and get yourself a board game.
That's great. And we'll post all those details on our website at newson6.com. Devon, it's great to get to visit with you. Next time you come to Tulsa, make sure you stop by our show.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Leanne. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.